Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis, coming to you from the Ventura Cigar Company studio. With me today is Seth Geis and John McTavish. How you guys doing tonight?
Not too shabby.
Doing well. Shout out to all the LGC club members. Whoop whoop.
So today we are talking about the La Gloria Cubana Esteli Robusto. It's more of a short Robusto, 4.5 inch by 52 ring gauge. Comes out of the STG Esteli factory in Nicaragua. The wrapper is from Nicaragua. The binder and filter are both from Honduras. More on that later. Price point is $4.99, and the cigar was released in August of 2018. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your smoking experience like?
Yeah, man. First third started out some nice chocolate notes, some earthiness, citrus spice, got some white pepper. There's like slight meat qualities, and there's some nuttiness to it. Really started around a medium level. When I get into the second third, still smoking around that medium level for body and strength. It continues showing some citrus, white pepper, leather, nuttiness. Then when I get into the final third, just some nutty qualities, some toasty, some lemon spice, some pepper. Really not that much transitioning, man. Not much going on in LGC SLE.
How about construction-wise?
Oh, construction-wise, yeah, construction was okay. It wasn't that great. The draw was a little loose in my opinion, but the construction was a little off here and there. I had to touch it up a couple times.
How about you, John? What your smoking experience like?
Yeah, so first of all, let me just say, boy, it's so great not to have to smoke a 7-inch monster cigar for a change. I like a short Robusto. It's nice. Let's bring back the short Robustos in 2019. So I also got a savory barbecue right off the start. Light leather on the post draw, toasted earth, cedar. The earth was kind of heavy on the palate. And I don't know if that's the Esteli tobacco that's in there, but at times it was actually dominating the profile. And then I would say maybe about halfway through, just before the halfway point, some medium plus spices kind of pushed the earth aside, which is nice. And then out of nowhere, at the halfway point, I got like a distinct creme brulee flavor, like that distinct toasted brown sugar sweetness, and yeah, it was good. So the earth kind of really fell off, which was nice because I wasn't a huge fan of that. And then middle third, kind of with Seth here, I didn't, there wasn't really distinct flavor profile changes going from third to third. And I would say it took about 5-10 minutes for the middle third to kind of show its character. So I got chocolate, and then it was really the same flavors from the first third settled in, and then at the end of the middle third, Earth kind of came back and brought like a toasted quality to it, which I wasn't a huge fan of. So in the last third, really just mild sweet baking spices and a little bit of bitterness, and so the complexity for me in the last third didn't really live up. In terms of burning construction, sadly, this cigar was a bear for me. Man, I just had no end of issues. Started out wavy, required a touch-up. Canoed in the second third, required a touch-up. Required another touch-up. Last third, required a touch-up, and then went out. So I rated the burn as average. If it's 4 touch-ups in a cigar going out, like, man, there's something wrong. Like maybe there's too much Lajero in there. I don't know, but short Robusto shouldn't have that many burn issues. Curiously, the draw was perfect. It was like dead center in the middle of resistance. So for me, the draw was perfect. So I don't understand why there's construction issues, but whatever. What was your experience like, Aaron?
Yeah, for me, it was musty oak, mellow baking spice. A little further in, the mustiness has a slight lead over the oak. Baking spice picks up a little bit. About an inch in, the mustiness of oak are back to even. Baking spice is pretty faint. Retrohale kind of has a mellower version of that same profile. As the third wraps up, the oak transitions to cedar, and the strength is kind of mild medium. Getting into the second third, profile is a full musty cedar. About a half-inch in, slight creaminess joins the musty cedar. A little further in, cedar gains a little bit of char to it. A little black pepper joins the profile. Retrohale is a slightly charred cedar and mustiness. And as the third's coming to a close, black pepper is replaced by a not-so-enjoyable earthiness that kind of goes along with the musty and charred cedar. Strength bumps up to slightly below medium. And then final third, a little bit of mintiness joins in with that musty and charred cedar, while the earthiness is pretty faint. Cigar starts to warm up about a 1/4 inch in, brings kind of a medicinal type note to the profile. And then 3/4 of an inch in, that medicinal note is replaced by a vegetal note. Red Trail's got musty and charred cedar, a little bit of that vegetal note as well, and strength still at that slightly below medium mark. In regards to the burn, a little bit wavy to start, then straightened out for most of the cigar, then got a bit wavy again towards the end. Ash held on in 1.25 inch increments, and for the draw, it was perfect. No issues for me whatsoever. So overall, Seth, what were your thoughts on this one?
Oh man, just yeah, not there, man. I just wasn't there. Didn't have it for me.
Yeah. All right, John, how about you?
I actually didn't mind this. I rated this as good. I thought the first third, middle third were interesting. Like I said, kind of in the green room. I wasn't a big fan of the Serie R, so I was kind of anticipating the similar profile of the Serie R. So it was good. It's pretty strong. I would say it's a medium full at certain points. I could do without the earthiness, but there's a lot of people out there that like, a lot of earth and a lot of leather, and this had that in spades. The creme brulee flavors were interesting to me, and so was the chocolate baking spices. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, for me, a lot of the cigars that I smoke from General, I kind of get this like only what I can describe as like homogenized tobacco flavor note, and that it was no different than what I kind of got here. First third was fairly average. But after that, like I didn't find the flavor really that appealing. Definitely a cigar I'd pass on. Price point's really attractive, but I mean, depends on what you're looking for.
Price point actually is super attractive.
Yeah, I mean,
what's the price point on it?
$4.99.
Dang.
Yeah. So, I mean, if people smoke it and they like it, go for it, man. You got a nice price point on it, so you can load up on it. But it's not going to really be something I'm gonna chase down. So, getting into the scores, start at the top. John, you gave it a 6.52. Seth, you were next at a 5.15, and then I gave it a 4.58. So, John, 6.52.
Yeah, it tracks. I mean, it seems higher in my mind than what I was anticipating, and I've managed to be the middle of the pack so far this year. But no, I would say that if you're a more full-bodied smoker, you're probably going to be a big fan of this, especially at that $4.99 price point.
5.15, Seth.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much what it was. I mean, it's not that. I mean, there's not much to the cigar. It's just kind of it's there. It smokes. It's not bad. It's just not great. So, I mean, I don't care for it. I think it lacks on a lot of sense. But for $4.99, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people who smoke it.
Yep. And, I thought it was a below-average cigar. So that's kind of where it goes below 5. So that's that. I know, Seth, you had an interesting take on this cigar based on the name. You want to share your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. I just don't give that. I mean, this is a classic example of, let's make a cigar, call it friggin' like Gloria Cubana Esteli because it's made in Esteli. The wrapper's not from Esteli. The binder and filler are all from Honduras.
Yep.
But you can't call it something like, you can't make it a STG Honduras because if it's made in Donley or STG Donley, you start making a Honduras called a Honduras name, no one's going to buy it.
Yeah.
They made an Esteli, called it Esteli, so the thing would sell.
Oh.
Crap.
True. Spit it.
It's just like, come on, peeps. At least use some more Nicaraguan tobacco in it.
Yeah. All right. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Be sure to follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our video recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
LGC.